Brakati Hawa, Brakati Hawa Shai, Brakati Hawa, Brakati Hawa Shai, Brakati Hawa, Brakati Hawa Shai. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rukakodash, Zabulon Apostles and Elders of Great Stone. Peace and salutation to you, beloved Akim. That is pushing this word in sincerity and truth with humiliation on the cross of all men. To you I salute. This is the brother Zai one back at you another lesson. Just sprint by Yabish Mashai. And I want to get into a brief lesson going into this article. Alright? Because the times we're coming into is perilous times. Perilous times. And this man's blessing is the sword. Alright? This man's blessing is the sword and he's going to use it on you niggas. Alright? Going to use it. Alright? He says Homeland Security ICE plans to equip agents with shock gloves. Shock gloves of about 380 volts. Alright, 3 times the standard of US power. I think that's what it says. Or when you go into this article, it's US Immigration and Customs Enforcement plans to spend up to $20 million on gloves that can deliver electric shocks, according to the Department of Homeland Security. Alright. It says that the devices known as CTG5 glove or generated low output voltage emitter are manufactured by Kentucky-based Compliant Technologies and are described in the notice as conductive distraction and de-escalation devices. You see that? They doing under the guise of de-escalation devices, but it could also be fatal to some people, because ain't everybody body structure is the same. Everybody hard, strong. You know, the procurement cover gloves for Homeland Security investigation officers and agents. The DHS plans to award the contract to Compliant Technology without competitive bidding. According to the notice, the solicitation is expected as early as Friday, and the contract is set to run through March 2027. News Nation reported that DHS service confirmed $20 million as being earmarked for the equipment. ICE plans up to $20 million purchase of shock gloves. According to August 10th notice, ICE plans to spend between $10 million and $20 million on gloves. The department characterizes as conductive distraction and de-escalation devices, a category of less lethal tools already used by some U.S. prisons and police departments, according to reports. The manufacturer does not publicly disclose the price of the gloves, but Associated Press reported that ICE plans to purchase thousands of the devices. The notice states that the equipment is expected to be delivered by March 31st, 2027. Device designed to subdue resisting suspects. Check this out. The gloves can deliver up to 380 volts of electricity, roughly 3 times the charge of standard US power outlet, according to BBC. 380 volts. How dangerous that is. Let's check it out. I say how I asked ChatGPT how dangerous is the shock gloves of 380 volts ICE will be receiving to a human body. If you mean a 380 volt electric shock gloves device, that can be extremely dangerous and potentially fatal to a human. 380 volts is far above the level considered hazardous. OSHA considers 50 volt and above capable of causing dangerous shock. The danger depends on how much current actually flows through the body, the duration, and especially whether the current crosses the chest heart. Around 10 to 30 MA can cause severe muscle contraction and make it difficult or impossible to let go. Higher currents can cause breathing failure and potentially fatal heart rhythms. 380 volt can cause deep electrical burns and not just a surface shock. You see how dangerous this is, Spike? Let's get a precept, right? This is Ezekiel 21:8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said the Lord, say a word, a sword sharpened and also furbish. You see that? Esau is blessed with the what? Sword. It is sharpened to make a slaughter. it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make murt? It is contemned the rod of my son and as every tree. And he had given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. It is given into the hand of the slayer, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right. The times of trouble is now. All right. The time of Jacob trouble is now. All right. These times is coming, babe. All right. The Lord is going to judge a lot of his people. All right. Okay. It says, are you going on further, right? If you tell me what type of 380-volt gloves you mean, for example, an electric insulating glove or electric weapon glove, because that's a weapon. Electrical weapon glove. So I punch in that one. It says, if you mean a 380-volt electric weapon shock glove, it can be very dangerous to a person, and a 380 volt should not be considered safe simply because the device is worn as a glove. The important point is that voltage alone doesn't tell us how severe the shock will be. The danger depends on the device current, pulse duration, waveform, and the path through the body. A shock across the chest or from one hand to the other is particularly concerning because it can interfere with the heart's rhythm. Possible effects include severe muscle contraction and inability to let go, burns at the contact points, breathing difficulty, abnormal heart rhythm, loss of consciousness, cardiac arrest for severe cases. If someone is actually being shocked by this device, especially across the chest, or if they have chest pain, palpitations, burns, confusion, or fainting, they should receive emergency medical evaluation even if they initially feel okay. You see? So these de-escalation devices can be fatal. All right? They can be fatal. It says the glove is designed to resemble standard police equipment until its electric mode is activated at the press of a button. According to the manufacturer, direct contact with exposed skin delivers a painful shock intended to force a resistant person into compliance with seconds, the manufacturer states. You see that? Alright, that's a little shock. You be forced into compliance, and what if you did? John Peters, president of the Institute for the Prevention in Custody Deaths, likened the shock to be a bee sting, describing it as immediate and sharp. Peters told the AP that the gloves could be used to remove uncooperative suspects from vehicles or homes and to maintain order in the ICE detention facilities. Manufacturer declines comment, ICE defense plan. When approached by AP Compliant Technology founder and CEO Jeff Nicklaus said, unfortunately, we are unable to speak on the subject. A DHS spokesman told Time magazine that ICE is constantly assessing the needs of our officers in the field to ensure that they have tools and equipment necessary to safely arrest and remove illegal aliens from our country. The manufacturer does not publicly disclose the price of the gloves, according to the AP. Civil liberties groups raise concerns. The planned purchase has drawn criticism from civil liberties advocates John Rolnick Porchetta, deputy director on policing at the American Civil Liberties Union, said ICE has demonstrated over the past year that its officers are too quick to use force, introducing gloves that can so easily use to deliver terrible pain in encounters is a recipe to harm to the public. You see? The acquisition follows nationwide protests over the fatal shootings of two U.S. citizens by federal immigration agents in Minnesota in January, according to reports. All right. All right, but hey, at the end of the day, hey, this thing coming, man. The outlook, the solicitation expected as early as Friday, with the procurement set to run through March 2027. The DHS notice lists as delivery date of March 31st, 2027 for the gloves. All right. But hey, okay. Judgment is coming for our people, boy. Okay? Esau ain't playing, he coming on a great rod, boy. This is the sword, boy. This is the sword. And it's for you niggas. Alright? This is the sword. Alright? Okay? This is Isaiah 65 and 12. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. But ye did evil for my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. So Yahweh Shai saying to his people, so when judgment comes, hey, he's going to be justified because you didn't listen. He number you to the sword, boy. All right. Number you to the sword. A lot of our people is going to get put to death in these last days, boy. All right. Okay. Think the Lord playing? Yahweh Shai ain't playing, boy. This given to the hand of the slayer, boy. I think I had another precept. Another precept, right? There's another precept I had. This is given into the hand of the slayer, boy. All right. There's another one I wanted. Salakia. Still under the weather a little bit. But nevertheless, the work of the Lord can go on. Give me a minute. There's another precept I wanted. Let me get this one. The Lord ain't playing, boy. He's going to use Esau. Esau is the sword of the Most High, you know. And Esau's blessing is the sword. So you niggas in trouble, boy. Trusting in the system, it's failing you. This is Jeremiah 15 and 50, verse 1. Verse 1 to 3. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then shalt thou say, tell them, thus said the Lord, such as for the death to death, such as for the sword to sword, such as for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity. For I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord, the sword to slay. Esau devices that device. That's a sword, boy. And dogs to tear on the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. The Lord get that for you niggas, boy. Alright? Get that for you niggas. Alright? Let's get this scripture, right? There's a 1A1. This is Isaiah 10 and 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, the staff in their hand is mine indignation. Alright? Okay? The modern day Assyrians are Esau, Edom. Okay? Esau is the rod of the Most High to get you niggas, boy. And I will send him against a hypocritical nation. Our people. And Yahushua used to call the Pharisees and Sadducees a bunch of hypocrites. The scripture also saying, man, the book I think the sinners in Zion are hypocrites. I think it's in the book of Isaiah. This is Isaiah 33 and 14. The sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness and surprise, the hypocrites. You see? Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? You see? So our people is a bunch of hypocrites. It's speaking about us. So I will send him. Who's the him? Esau, Edom. Alright, the Syrian. Esau fit the role. Against, so, alright, he's going to be like a madman. Are we seeing now? Against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge. Alright, to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like a mire in the street. So judgment coming for our people, but a lot of judgment coming. And they ain't prepared. Alright. You see that gloves right there look like something in the movies, but alright. Okay. It says, look at the tags. Big government, border security, crackdown, dangerous Department of Homeland Security, freedom, ICE agents, immigration. Alright. Immigration, customs enforcement, invasion, law enforcement. So on and so forth. Alright. But at the end of the day, the Lord is setting us up. giving Esau these weapons to judge you niggas. All right? Better turn back to the Lord now. Turn back to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because they're going to be equipped with worse things. They don't get, coming to get these facial recognitions and these scanning things to scan who you are. Get your mind on this place, boy. It's going to get worse and worse. Get your mind on this place. Turn back to the Lord now while you still have a chance, boy. All right? Because, hey, these times would come in, ain't no joke, boy. All right? And our people ain't prepared. They ain't prepared. Okay? At the end of the day. All right? But, yeah, man. ICE plans to equip agents with shock gloves. All right? I just want to bring out the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. I hope it's edifying. Shalom.